So, okay, remember I just looked at my character. I gave him both celerity at advantages. I spent 15 points on giving him celerity and satyr legs, which means that when I take an action or when I run, I move 70 meters. It's about 210 feet.
Okay.
So yeah. So he actually runs if he because he has 3 initiative passes. If he dumps all his actions into just running, he can run at a speed of a helicopter roughly.
Yay!
So,
with that in mind, hello everybody and welcome to Shadowrun. My name is Acacia, also known as Shield, and Iblardora, and like 5 different other names. See if you can find them. No, I'm kidding. So, we're not currently at full staff yet, so we're going to do some introductions just in case everyone forgets who is who. Let's start with Otter Jesus. That's Andrew Gleason.
I am Otto Jesus. I started the Hook Patrol.
Yep.
And started this channel. So,
Alright.
Yeah. Subscribe.
So, yes, please subscribe. We love you all. And then we have Darstar, who, you know, is Darstar. He does a lot of the music for GamerGate, I think.
He does music. He's been doing songs recently. He did an American Pie parody that was actually really good.
Yep.
And he did some other stuff.
Do what?
Introduce yourself, Darkstar.
Oh yeah, I'm Darkstar. What's up?
That is... Then you've got Gary. Say hello, Gary.
He unmuted himself.
Hello, I'm Gary.
I'm Gary and I want all the shells. Shekels. I'm a shekel. I'm a shilling for shekels, and I'm Gary.
He plays the offensively Jewish stereotype ogre. Sorry, Cyclops. And John.
I'm sorry.
Who plays our Minotaur Tauren ninja with celerity. You kind of heard him start up. We also have Rachel, who plays our stunning
nut job.
May, I believe is what she's going by this time. Yeah, our stunning nut job. And we're also missing Nephinor, who plays our hacker. So we're gonna wait a few minutes, but I just wanted to get us on the air and talking. So if you guys have any questions or comments, oh, there's Nephinor. Nephinor, go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Nephinor and I'm an alien.
Clearly.
I'm gonna rape your butt. That's literally Nephinor in a nutshell.
Yeah, Nephinor is... He does a lot of good 3D art.
Yes, I do 3D animation and comics and stuff.
Yeah, he has a comic out that's about... It's sort of a men's rights... Well, it's a men's rightsy comic, but it's a...
It's an anti-feminist comic.
Oh yeah, okay, now you can speak.
Well, no more he can speak. He's muted himself.
Is he eating food?
Clearly he's eating food.
Is he
So,
eating
no, I'm watching porn. To recap for those who have...
Sorry.
What the hell?
To recap for those who have not been here, so far our team has been tasked with retrieving a disc, which they easily did by humiliating the shit out of the person who held it. They've also managed to at least put off the scent a small group of mercenaries who
Can you
are
hear me?
also... Yes, I
Yes,
can.
we can hear you.
Okay. Well, I can give my introduction now if you want.
Yeah, give it.
Go it.
Hello, Goys and Goyettes. I am the ruler of the world here speaking. I am from the master race, the Jews. My only weakness is an oven, and I hope you all will have a good time, and I would hope you all would be interested in a negative amortization loan that will in no way rob you of all your wealth.
And with that said, I'm going to go back to what I was doing. They've also managed to put off the scent Nirvana, who is a secondary team who also wants the disc. While visiting the brother of Kai, which is played by Darth Star, there was a march upon the building and an explosion. They have managed to track down the secretary of Kai's brother to try to find out what's going on. But she has become a bit panicked and has tried to rush off, with bullets flying at her head from an unknown source. And that is where we shall pick up.
I swear to God, if there is a Lieutenant Cobain somewhere, I'm going to seriously just lose it.
Just make sure you shoot him properly.
Who was that?
That was Nephinor.
Oh, okay.
Neff, you aren't Satan.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am 100% certain. There is not the slightest doubt in my mind.
Now, guys, we are waiting on Rachel.
So it's time to goof off.
Well,
Yeah.
That's all you guys ever do.
Yeah.
But Rachel's here, isn't she?
Madcap from the chat is like, he'll send Gary a ham basket or welcome basket or something. Where is the chat?
I shall
Let's just
send Gary.
Gary a ham welcome basket. That would cause
And I shall feed it to my pet Goys.
Rachel's having technical difficulties right now.
Oh, no, not Rachel. Technical difficulties for Rachel? That's unheard of. I'm being so mean. I'm sorry.
Well,
Yeah,
that's okay.
I think it's we lost Nephinor. We now have Nephinor Prime.
Yay.
We have Nephinor Prime. Okay.
I am here for your human.
That is going to make it incredibly difficult to understand you.
Would you prefer I talk like this?
He needs a
Not
lost.
particularly.
Well, I can always talk like I'm a black man.
No, you're just talking like one of those devs that don't want to be known.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. So, I'm going to ban voice synths, because those give me headaches like no one's business. It's not funny!
You do realize you are going to be hearing nothing but that voice for quite some time, right?
Why?
Because you just said that.
Yes, I do. I do
Good.
realize that because I just said that, he will not turn it off.
I'm glad we have an understanding.
Can I play two? Can I play two? Can I play two?
No? Yeah, you know what? Go ahead. Bring back God, Darth. We can have God and the devil.
Okay, Rachel's saying she's in the call, but there we go.
There she is.
There she is.
All right,
So,
Georgia.
Neff, knock it off.
yeah, could we turn off the voice control now?
No, it's
So-
not anymore.
After the, before we begin, I would like to read you guys a small quote that will give you an idea of what I plan for this fine day in our game. Is everyone ready?
Yes.
All right. The quote is as follows. I fear for anyone caught between what they know and what they don't yet know they don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
And with that, we'll begin. So, where last we left off, you were running away from bullets, Rachel, as well as you, Kai, which were flying towards you.
Okay.
Yeah, guys, go ahead and retweet if you can. Spread the word, please, please, please.
Otherwise, it just
The
seems
word
like
of the day is legs.
Spread the word.
Yeah, otherwise it just seems like we're jerking off.
Well, I mean, that is essentially what a role-playing game is on some level, but yeah.
The truth comes out.
Truth comes out. On some level, it's just mentally trying to outwank each other. But at the same time, it's fun.
Just
Yes.
like all wanking fun.
Yeah.
It's a
So-
circle jerk.
Rachel and I believe Darth and who else was there? Gary?
Harry was there.
Gary. So you three are currently heading back the way that the other ones are. Otter, you were with, I believe, Neff and John.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't remember.
No, Otter was with us.
Oh, Otter, you're also with them.
Oh yeah,
So Neff,
that sounded right.
Neff and John, you guys are watching TV, and like an entire building has just the Valen Records company is on fire.
All right.
It is burning slowly to the ground.
All right. I get up and start running
Where? Running where?
towards it. Wait, am I already?
You're around the apartment.
You're in the apartment, dear. You're watching this on TV.
Don't you wreck my
Oh, shit,
apartment,
on
goddammit.
Okay. Well, I get up and I call everyone on the comm link.
Okay. So the comm link kind of flickers to life in everyone's field of vision, and it goes, Nephenor is calling! Nephenor is calling! Hey, look! Nephenor
No,
is
he's not.
calling! No, he's not?
That's not Nephenor.
Sorry. John is calling! John is calling! Which he had... Ragnar? Ragnar. Ragnar is calling! Ragnar is calling! Hey, look! Ragnar is calling!
Okay, so in order to get that thing off my screen, I'm going to be like clicking it off.
You're going to... Okay, so does everyone connect?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Here,
Okay,
I
now
don't-
I,
Sitting right beside
now
the
I can hear you. Now I can hear you.
All right. What?
Yes, finally. Like, it took forever before I could actually hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
So my character asks everyone what's going on.
So you're all in a comm thing right now, so...
Can
Just
someone
shut
fill
up
me
and
in?
listen. Get outside to this location and send him the pre-done location.
All right.
I need you
What
to-
did I miss? So,
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
guys.
Somebody explain to
All right.
Rachel really quick. either in
Pause,
group
pause,
chat
pause. Rachel, we're picking up exactly where we left off with you guys running away from the bullets being aimed towards you, and...
I'm down. Like, down
Yeah.
on the
And
ground.
you're on the ground because you've got a hurt... You basically stabbed yourself
Remember, you have,
with a rebar pipe.
Is she still? Is she mobile at all?
No, I thought somebody stabbed me. Like, someone stabbed me.
no, you stabbed. Okay, is it a silver rebar pipe?
It was not a silver rebar pipe, no.
Okay, you have regen, so just walk it off.
Yeah, you'll be able to get
Yeah.
up by now. You're up and running.
Okay, so I probably try to get back to the damned house or whatever,
Please
as
stop.
I have heard.
Please. Okay, yeah. I think we're going to need Gary for this.
Gary!
Yes.
I'm assuming that I am behind her, kind of pushing her along.
Mhm. Okay, so you're pushing Rachel along?
No, I'm pushing our guest
Our-
along.
Yeah, you're pushing
Next to honor.
you're pushing Gengaro girl. So yeah, she's sort of struggling, but she's continuing.
Okay.
to
If I can, is there any way that I can catch up to Gary within one move?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. I want to use that move to try to catch up to Gary and shove her into Gary so he can try to catch her, I guess.
Okay, Gary, you see Kai run up behind you, and he just kind of shoves this girl in your arms, the girl that you vaguely remember being the secretary earlier this morning. And she's screaming and panicking, and she's got like a graze on her cheek where a bullet has just missed her.
Oof.
I'm. Hold on. Miss, calm down, calm down. What's wrong? Can I have your credit stick? Calm down.
Can I still use the second action to draw my bow?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
But that's the end of your turn. And we are going to fall into initiative. If people could just please roll their initiative. Andrew, I've rolled for you. You have initiative 6.
Is that good or bad?
It depends on what the others roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Let me see here. Well, initiative. Wait, so I'm trying to remember what is our initiative. Our intuition?
no initiative. Okay, so initiative roll.
So we just roll our initiative stat. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have
1 hit, 2 critical failures.
I have 5 successes.
1 hit, 2
Come on,
critical.
Tremor, stop being stupid.
Mm.
All right, guess I should write down the turn order.
Yeah, please write down the turn order for me. I'm trying to do my own stuff. Sorry.
So tell me how many hits everyone got for initiative.
Andrew got 6.
I got 0 because I'm not even here.
Yeah. Rachel, how
The
many?
battle. I couldn't tell you because
Right.
Tremor is fucking up on me and deciding to be completely uncooperative.
Kai, how many did you get then?
8.
8. And Gary, what did you get?
I got 1 hit, 2 misses.
Okay, Gary goes 1, and he misses a turn, so put an asterisk near him.
Okay, so Kai, Andrew, and okay. So you have Kai, whatever Otter's character is, and my character. I got 5 successes.
My character is Madigan.
All right, so
All right, guys.
into initiative, Rachel.
Initiative should be on the right side of Chummer,
Yeah, it's under other info.
under other info.
Should be the third one down.
I'm probably gonna have to close Tremor and then reopen it again because it's completely giving me a big fuck you.
Okay, well, I'm looking at yours, and it says, as of this iteration, you have 5.
Oh,
So
okay.
roll
Give me
5
one.
dice, but do try starting it up again because it might have been different.
Okay.
All right. So we have Kai 8, Andrew's, Otter's character 6, Ragnar 5, Gary.
Oh, it's 6.
All right. So
Come on, guys.
So call out the first person and their number for me.
all right. So we have Kai 8, Otter Jesus 6.
No, don't do the whole list. Just one at a time for me. Okay.
Kai is the fastest on the draw.
Kai, you're up.
Okay, I need to do what?
Now, just so you're aware, the person who shot from you shot from an alleyway and is around the corner, and you're not sure where they are right now.
Am I past the corner, or am I still in front of the corner, or like in front of the alleyway?
You've gone past the corner.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I have my initiative. Well, I mean, it's I forget how we had this damn thing up.
All right,
The
perception
initiative
check.
should already tell you how many dice you have to roll.
Oh, well, it's a 6.
Okay, then roll 6 dice.
Okay.
Tell me if you get a 6 or a 5 on any of them.
I got 2 6s.
You get 2 6s. Okay, did you get any 1s?
I got 1 1.
Alright, that's fine. So you are 2.
All right, great.
Yes.
All right, so I have Kai 8, Andrew 6, Ragnar 5, Fox 2, Gary 1, and Gary 1, and he's skipping the turn in F1.
Did you just call me a fox?
Her
Yeah.
name is May.
May.
You just called me fox.
Foxy lady.
Fox and lady.
Well, you are Foxy. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Hi, what do you do?
Yeah.
Yes.
Who, me?
No, Kai.
Okay. Do a perception check.
You're doing a perception check. Go right ahead. Kai?
Yes, hold on.
Oh, sorry.
Seven.
7. Okay, so you watch for just a second with your bow poised, and all of a sudden, it happens. You see a flash of someone trying to move around behind, and they come out a little into the open to check where you are.
Let's try to shoot them.
Okay. Now they have a good amount of coverage, so I'm going to take 2 dice away from your current dice roll.
Okay.
Oops. Okay. But yeah, initiative, for further reference, is reaction plus initiative. Sorry.
12.
12?
Yes.
Okay. So, how much base
Sorry,
damage?
10. Sorry, 10. I didn't take 2.
Okay. So how much base damage does your arrow do, if any?
The bow is 8p.
All right.
Sorry, 10p, and the explosion, the high explosive arrow is. I'm still looking. Hold on.
Hey, John, can we get that cheat sheet pulled up for me?
Okay, it's +1.
+1?
Yeah.
No, I know you have to actually roll damage for this. I'm just trying to figure out how to roll damage. Because I've never functioned with bow and arrows in my time in Shadowrun.
As far as I understand it, it's the.
It's the damage for a bow is 1 plus your strength score.
Alright, so roll 1 plus your strength score?
No, well, it's just the damage is 1 plus your strength score, and that's added on to the number of hits. I think plus Plus, if you have a special arrow, it can deal additional damage and armor piercing.
So you hit with 10, and then you get 1 plus your strength.
No, it's okay. If you hit with 10 hits,
Yes.
okay, then it's 1 plus your strength score.
Yeah. 1 plus your strength score, please. What is that?
7.
And that's how much it does base, or how many dice he rolls, John?
No, okay, I'll just pull the bow up right here.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, god damn it!
No, this is an upgraded bow.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if it's an upgraded bow. That's not extra damage. It deals it's how much strength you get to add.
Yeah.
If you upgrade your bow, you just mean you can add more. Okay, so the image of bow deals is your strength. Is your strength score minimum +2? +2, not +1.
Oh, so it's +2?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the strength minimum strength required to wield the bow.
Yeah.
But you can assume that
Okay. So, how much damage do you do there, Darth?
I'm guessing 8 since I just rolled a 7 and I was only doing +1 to strength.
Okay. So the guy backs out, and for a second you see that he's got a patch on his arm. Seconds before the arrow just kind of burrows into his arm.
Ew.
And through his chest, and he goes down.
Okay.
A burst of fire comes from somewhere up on the roofs, but misses you.
All right.
Okay. I guess that's the end of my turn.
All right, next person.
Otter 6.
Otter, you're running along next to Gary's character, and Darstar runs up, shoves a woman into Gary's arms, and then turns around and fires a bow. A guy collapses, and then there's a shots fired from the roof. What do you do?
Can I use armor, like a magic armor spell thing?
Yes, you may.
To protect. We want to protect the woman, right?
I believe you. Yes, you do.
And
You
are there
do
people
wanna-
trying to hurt her or hurt us?
They're more likely to hurt you
Okay.
because Gary's got her.
Trying to decide if I should use the magic armor on her or Gary.
I think you can actually only use magic armor on yourself.
That's stupid. Okay, never mind. Increased reflexes. I'll use that on myself.
Okay. So
And,
you need to declare the force of the spell.
okay. I don't know what that means.
Okay. Hey, John.
Yeah.
If you could find that cheat sheet again and just put it into the
It's
sidebar,
up
that
to
would help.
I think it's up to twice your what's it
And
called?
It's up to twice your magic rating, I believe.
So increased reflexes, it's like type P, range T, duration S, DV F/2 +2.
So what it's going to be is force divided by 2 plus 2. So you need to declare the force of your spell.
I would recommend 5 because that means you get 3 initiative passes.
Okay, 5.
Okay. So that means you might do 5 drain to yourself. So give me a second. I get to roll this bit.
Because increased reflexes,
Okay, so I get 2 hits. Okay, Otter. So what I need you to do now is roll me a soak roll.
I don't know what that is.
John, where would we find that?
Okay. First of all, it's for his role. He gets magic plus spellcasting
Mm-hmm.
plus. Okay.
Plus force. So Otter, do me a magic plus spellcasting plus force. So
Not plus force. It's just magic plus spellcasting.
okay. Magic plus spellcasting. I don't know where I'm getting the plus force. I swear I remember it being plus force.
If you have a spellcasting focus, use that. You add.
Okay. Say that again, Otter.
My magic is 6, and then what was the other one?
Plus spellcasting.
Spellcasting.
Oh, okay. By the way, you can have a threshold 4 max, so it's force 4 max. Never mind.
Okay.
What is force?
Force will come in a second. Just roll your magic plus spellcasting.
Yeah.
What is spellcasting?
Spellcasting would be
Oh wait, okay,
skills tab.
spellcasting. So spellcasting is 1, and magic is 6.
Okay.
So the spellcasting. Okay.
So roll 7. It's 1 plus 6. Roll 7.
Okay. Success test. Roll dice. There was 1 hit achieved.
Okay. So
And then 4 and 3, 3, 3, 1, 1.
okay.
That looks like a critical glitch.
Yeah.
Oh.
4, 3, 3, 1, 1.
It's 6, 4, 3, 3, 3, 1, 1.
And by the way, you can spend not burn. You can spend
An edge
to re-roll it.
if you would like to.
Did I?
That's completely up to you. It'll just make you get a better score.
Okay, I'll try it.
Will the edge be permanently lost?
No.
No, it will not be permanently lost. It will be regained.
I
Burning an edge.
only got a 5 and a 4. It said 2 hits to achieve.
You got a 5 and a 4?
Yeah, and the app said I got 2 hits achieved.
2 hits achieved. Okay.
That's +1. That means he gets +1 initiative and 1 initiative pass.
All right. So here's how edge works, because I thought I'd explain this, but you can do 2 things with edge besides roll it, which is what I call for. You can either spend an edge, and you temporarily lose that edge, but you get to re-roll 1s, or re-roll all the 6s you get, or re-roll your failures. Or you can burn an edge, and I believe you, John, what does it do?
Okay, burning an edge allows for some fairly dramatic effects. Spending an edge, for example, allows you to re-roll all your failures, or to make exploding die. Burning an edge allows you to evade death. You permanently remove 1 edge, but basically you don't die in one scene.
Yeah.
Okay, so spending edge are okay. Add your edge rating to the test. Reroll all die that do not score a hit, and you can also use it to move to the top of the initiative for 1 round. You can also spend a point of edge to make a body plus willpower test. If you at a rating of 3, if you succeed, you may spend any remaining actions you have on a single round before your character. You delay death by 1 round, basically. Well, consciousness. If you burn edge, automatically succeed. Automatically get 4 hits in an action, regardless of what else. Permanently remove 1 edge to do that. You can burn a point of edge to survive no matter what happens.
Okay.
So if you get thrown into a volcano, it doesn't. You're still out. You're just never found the body.
Yeah. So what we're saying is you managed to get +1 to your initiative in another pass. So we'll get to you in a second. Who's next, John?
That would be. Actually, by the way, that doesn't change his initiative order unless one of the enemies has an initiative of 7. That would be me next. All
Okay.
right.
Your turn. Go, John.
I activate the where is it? The ultra wideband radar.
Okay. What does that do?
Basically, it gives you a very crude map of where everything is nearby.
Would that include people?
Yeah.
All right.
Although you wouldn't be able to tell fine detail, but you'd be able to tell where everyone is nearby.
Question: how far up does that go?
As long as it's not okay. I'll look at it. As long as there's no obstructions, and there's not any anti-radar stuff, pretty far up.
Okay. So you sense that there are two people, one to the right and one to the left, two buildings behind you, and they're moving quickly towards you. That's one simple action. What's your second action?
Okay, so how tall are the buildings?
They're about 6 to 7 stories.
In terms of meters?
How about 500, 600 meters?
500 meters would be 1,500 feet.
Okay, no. I don't work in meters, okay? I work in feet.
Okay, how many feet are they?
All right, they're about 100 feet tall, maybe, at most.
Okay, so that would be a little over 30 meters, which means if I spend both of my actions, since I have gecko tape gloves, I can just climb up, and I have a climb skill of I have a climb of 17. So yeah, and gecko tape gloves. So I spend both of one of my simple actions to run up to one of the buildings where one of them is, and I spend the other action to run up the building and on top of it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you're now on top of it, and there's a very confused person coming towards you who has their turn. They raise their gun, and what's your defense?
Okay. Should I roll reaction?
Yeah, roll reaction for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I got 4 hits.
Alright, so you take 2 damage as a shotgun blast basically hits you point blank in the face.
Alright, now I'll roll my ballistic armor of... Okay, let's see. Armor I have... Okay, I absorb... It looks like I absorb... Okay, so I have 10 body. I'll just roll body first, because I think there's a good chance it's just going to not... Yeah, 10 with body alone, not even ignoring armor, I get 3 hits, so... No damage.
So the shotgun blast goes off in your face, and you manage to jerk to the side and it just pings off your armor.
Yep.
Alright. Who's next?
Wait, that was both his actions?
He's done something else, but you don't know about it yet.
Yep.
So, next person?
I have no idea who's next.
Yeah, I'm waiting for John to tell me he's got the list.
It would be Rachel.
What? Oh crap! I haven't finished rolling yet. Okay, so I've got. I think I have like a. I think I'm gonna roll. I think I'm gonna roll for increased reflexes. I'm kind of gonna need that to dodge. So my. Sorry, I'm trying to. I think I got 15. I'm just trying to make sure I've done this correctly. You have your spell casting, which mine is plus your magic, which is 10, and then you add the force, which I'm going for about a 5. That's about 15, correct? And then I don't know what my wound modifier would be.
Your wound modifier is going to be 1 at this point because you're healing rapidly.
Okay, 14 then, and I just rolled that. Right, roll 14.
For what?
Huh?
What are you doing?
I'm doing increased reflexes.
Okay, yes. So yes, you would roll 14.
Okay. And at my hits. And I'm going to this too. Okay. So, am I giving you the number of these all added together? Or...
No, you're giving me the number of successes you have.
Okay.
And it is anything that is a 6 or a 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
7. Okay, how many ones do you have?
1.
Cool. Alright. So, you get 7, so you add 7 to your reflexes.
Okay.
Up to the max that is your, spell casting. What's your spell casting?
My spellcasting is 10.
Okay.
Oh, well, I mean, my spellcasting plus magic?
No, just spell casting.
Oh, okay. So okay, yeah. Keep in mind, reflexes. If you get a 1, nothing happens whatsoever.
Yeah, my
And
If
so-
you get a 1, nothing happens. I thought it was if you got a critical glitch.
No, it's not. If you get a critical glitch, then something bad happens. If you just get a regular glitch, then if you get a 1,
yeah, it's a 10. It's a 10. It's at least that's what it's telling me on the skills.
Okay. Hold on, John.
Increased reflexes only works if you score at least 2, and the best you can do is score 4.
Okay.
Okay. So you get 4 reflexes to add to yours, okay?
4 dice.
Okay.
4 dice. Oh.
Trying to find where my regular reflexes are already.
Spellcasting plus magic is 10, and you
Under
have
spellcast?
a modifier. You just roll 9 die.
You just roll 9 die.
So wait, what? Right now?
Okay, guys. Pause.
I can't hear over everybody. It was just sort of.
No. I'm pausing now. Pause. ST time. Okay.
Yes.
John.
Mhm.
Get me the cheat sheet. Get it in the chat.
All right.
All right. Everybody. This is our big hang up as a group. It's not anyone's fault because I'm new. Everyone's new. You're going to live and die by these cheat sheets. You find the type of fighting you do, and you are going to keep that cheat sheet on hand every time we go into combat.
Okay.
It will give you step-by-step instructions on how you are going to roll your dice. Okay?
Okay.
Now, for those of you who use magic, it's a little more complex. You're going to have to talk to me about force when you get up to it, but you're going to want to decide your force ahead of schedule and roll ahead of schedule. Hold on just a second, miss. Okay? Hold on, I'm going to be right back. Everyone get that sheet, okay?
Okay.
I have mine already.
In the meantime, let's.
Scruffy, can you tell me exactly where the damn reflexes are on this? Because I've been looking everywhere for it. And I'm looking under all active skills, and I can't see shit. For some reason, well, that's always the problem, is that they always decide to name it something else.
Hey
Whenever
guys,
you change things.
John,
Yeah.
don't just put it up as something that you're displaying. I want you to actually link a download so that everyone can take this and put it on their own screen so they can look at it on their own, okay?
I think we have downloads of it. I just
I already gave
don't really
it.
realize what you're saying when you say cheat sheet. At least
That's
that's me personally.
I already gave it to everyone. So
okay. Everyone
Okay,
pull that
guys. Yes, I have this.
up. Okay. So go step by step through this with me, okay? So you've chosen your spell. You chose a
Yes.
force that's up to twice your magic.
Yes.
You add magic to your pool.
Yes, I did that.
You add your spellcasting to your pool.
Yes.
You add or subtract the modifier for your mentor spirit if you have one.
Nope.
Which you don't.
no focus.
No focus.
No.
Subtract any wound modifier from your pool, which is
So that
1.
was that was like yes. So that came out to be about a 14, and I rolled those dice,
Okay.
and I got 7 successes.
Visibility.
You did not glitch.
No.
Okay, 7 successes. That means you get +3 initiative, bumping you up to an initiative of bumping you up to initiative of 5, the same as my character.
Okay.
And you now have 4 initiative passes since you succeeded so well. If you got 7 hits.
Okay. So that's your turn. I'll come back to you in the next pass. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Next up, we have Gary. Now, Gary, you were having questions about where people are. Go ahead and ask them.
I am. Basically, it sounds like I have to use. Have to roll to be able to move to the point where I can actually hit someone, and I'm not certain about movement. How to roll to get to said person.
You critically glitched initiative, so you're out.
Yeah. So for this time through, since you critically glitched, you actually have a turn to sit on this, but I am going to explain this to you, okay?
Okay.
Yes,
Alright.
currently the 2 enemies are up on top of the roof, and only John knows it, and John hasn't really shared that information.
Yeah, okay, and now we have initiative pass too, because
we have someone else. But hold on, and actually, honestly, you're trying to run forward with the girl. That you're trying to get back to your safe house. Okay?
Alrighty.
Alright. So that's your job right now. Next turn, you get to run forward. But you're a little surprised this turn, because, oh my god, you have an armful of women.
Alright, so
Yes.
So round 2.
this
Darth.
and actually no, Darth doesn't have is in a second.
John. It's okay.
Yeah,
Hold on a sec.
Andrew has a second initiative pass before I do.
John,
Andrew gets an initiative pass before I do.
I understand. What I'm saying is, John, I need you to let me be ST for a sec, okay?
I'll shut up.
Thank you.
Okay.
Darth, you don't have one. And John, if you could actually put the thing in the chat so I can read it, rather than rely on you to tell me, that would be amazing. Thank you.
Just put it into the Google Drive and link it, and then make sure that we can all access it.
Yeah.
There's what I have.
Okay, Andrew, you have a pass.
Yay!
So it's your turn now.
It's my turn.
Yes.
What happened with my increased reflexes?
It bumped it up by 1, so now you have a second initiative pass.
Okay,
Yeah.
and then the person who's shooting at us is up on a roof?
Yeah, it's fairly obvious it came from the right, from the leftmost roof, 2 buildings down.
With my increased reflexes, can that mean that I'm more skilled at like climbing something?
Oh,
No.
it just gives you initiative and initiative passes.
Yeah, it just makes you act more times in a round. We're still in the same round we were before.
Okay, because I was wanting to try to climb up there.
Well, you can try to climb up there.
Oh yeah, I'll try to climb up there.
All right, so find your climb skill. I know there's a climb skill.
Let's see. I don't think I have a climb skill. Yeah, I don't. It's not showing up.
It's not showing up.
Yeah, so I don't think I have it.
All right, I'll roll it for you because I'm looking at it.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna roll for me.
Oh, well, I'm trying to give you a little bit of chance to roll, but I'll go ahead and roll. So you get a 2, which means you can get up maybe to like a window ledge a couple of stories up.
Okay,
So-
I want to do that.
All right, you climb up the window ledge towards the towards it. Okay, next up is.
That would be me next up.
Yep. Go ahead, John.
All right, so I'm going to use the let's see. combat. All right, let's see. Does it have the knock? All right. Okay, so as a free action, I'm right next to the guy, right?
Yes.
The free action. As a free action, I'm going to tell everyone, show everyone where they are.
All right. So immediately, all of you get a comm link pointing out two moving dots that are up on the roof, and they're swiftly like halfway across the second building away from you. They're swiftly moving towards you. All right. Next action.
All right. Next action, I'm going to just I'm just going to make two actions.
Okay.
So at a die pool of 14, so that would be. I have a die pool of 14 for X.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4 hits against his reaction. Roll reaction for him.
All right.
That's for the first attack. 4 hits.
Okay. So, how many? Say that again. How many did you get?
4 hits against his reaction.
Yeah. Okay. So he does 2. So that's 2, and then yeah.
Okay.
So he kind of rolls with your punches and kind of dodges.
Okay. So did he get more?
Yeah, he got more.
All right. So next attack would be 1, 2, 3 hits.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You managed to get him pretty squarely in the chest, but it only looks like, it looks like it kind of bounced off whatever armor plating he has under his, what you now recognize as a chameleon suit.
Okay, so now he has to. So I got 1 hit.
Yes.
Now he has to soak 12 damage.
Yeah. So let's see.
So.
He takes 4 because reasons, and could you do me a favor and roll me a soak roll?
For me?
Yeah.
All right. For impact or bludgeoning.
What would lightning be?
Lightning would be half impact plus I have non-conductivity 1, so that would be for camouflage. Okay, so ballistic shield 2, 1. Okay, 2, 1, 3, 6. Okay, that would be. Okay, so I have 13, so that's rounds down to 7. Okay, so I have 17. I'm rolling 17 die to soak.
Okay. While he's doing that, Rachel, you are on deck for a move. Go ahead and figure out what you're going to want to do.
I got 1, 2. I got 5. I got 5. Got 5 hits.
Okay. Thank you. So
I think I want to use like
Well, hold on. You're on deck. You're not up. So go ahead, figure out what you want to do while I'm talking with John, so that I can move on to you next, and we can do this a little quicker. Okay?
Okay.
John, you slam into him, and you feel a slight electric shock go up your arm. But it just kind of fizzles out on your non-conductivity armor.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, Andrew. You are not going to go the next time, so hold on just a second.
Okay.
John, you go ahead and figure out what you're going to do next while I deal with Rachel.
Okay.
Rachel, what are you doing right now?
I think I'm gonna roll for detect life to see if there's anyone harmful around me on my tail, and unfortunately, I have critically glitched, it appears.
Everything is alive. Everything is alive. It's all alive, and it's all after you.
Shit. Well, I mean, I got 5 ones, but I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. So
Okay, so everything is alive, but you do notice that everything is alive and there are 2 people who are kind of up on the roof. But no, everything is alive and it's all after you.
Well, shit. I think I'm going. Can I run?
Yeah, I'll let
running.
you do your simple action of running. So you see Rachel sitting next to you guys, and she casts a spell, and then she casts another spell, and her eyes grow wide, and she just bolts towards the safe house. All right. So,
Yeah. Okay.
Ragnar.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna. First off, I'm gonna do a grab on. I'm just gonna grab him and knock him unconscious.
Okay.
So first I make I think it's unarmed roll. Let's see, unarmed attack. Oh shit, that's not good. You know what? I'll just axe him twice again.
Okay, go ahead and roll those. Rachel, you are on deck. So while he's rolling those, do plan on what you're going to do next in your
Okay.
increasingly panicked state.
It was a critical glitch, so I spend an edge to reroll.
Okay.
Spend an edge. Okay, reroll that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits.
Okay, that's your first axe to the head?
Yeah, first axe to the head.
Alright, so you swing and you cut off a good chunk of the guy's shoulder, and suddenly he's screaming and there's blood everywhere. Next roll.
Okay, so wait. Which roof? I mean, I know we're among a bunch of different buildings. Where is this roof in relation to me?
1, 2, 3.
Okay, just going to make sure. Once again, everyone, there are 2 roofs behind you on top of the roof. So in the direction you are not running, they are behind you 2 roofs.
So I get 6 hits.
Yeah. I'm trying to find a map app, but it's not. There isn't anyone that works well enough in Google Hangouts for me to feel comfortable using it with you guys. So
Okay, so I get 6 hits again.
get 6 hits again. Okay, awesome. So you swing back and you decapitate the guy.
All right.
Yeah.
So what you all see is you take your moves, and then all of a sudden, Rachel panics and runs. You get the information that there are 2 guys on the roofs, 2 roofs behind you. Otter's character climbs up a building, and John's character climbs up a building, does something, and suddenly a head comes bouncing out into the street in front of you.
Ew.
Darth, you are up. Ready?
Yeah. That should put me like right even with them because I never turned and ran.
Right. They are actually right above you.
And you know where you know pretty much exactly where he is, within a foot or 2, because I just showed you.
Yes.
Are they within my field of view, or are they too far against the roof?
You're too far against the roof currently. You'd have to back a few feet out, and you could probably make out where the guy that is not currently dead is.
Okay.
This is your one to your right, and the one that fired on you initially.
All right. Let's back a few feet up, and I'm going to try to hit him with a stun arrow.
Okay. All right.
Ten.
10. Okay. And then
So, could you describe the scene for me exactly? Where exactly are they on the roof?
they are on the roofs.
Because I am not on a roof.
No, you are not.
Aren't you like seeing in the street?
Actually, no. That should be a 9 because I get a 4. You said the roof is over 100 feet,
Yes.
or is 100 feet?
Yeah.
That would be a 9 because it gets a penalty from 60 to 100 feet.
Okay. Fair enough. Now to describe this again, okay? Just listen real close. You are currently in an alley heading towards your safe house. You are running from left to right or from east to west. Okay?
Okay.
You are running through a number of buildings. Above you, to the right, there is currently a living human being. You are aware of this because John informed you right before he decapitated the man to the left. There is a head in the middle of the street. There's garbage all around you. The buildings are about 100 feet tall.
Well, shit.
Yes.
Could you tell me about what floor the safe house is on?
The safe house is on a bottom level floor.
Okay, well, I am going to go to the safe house.
Okay. So, Rachel, that's your thing. You're running towards the safe house. I assumed that's what you were doing.
Yes.
Okay. So, Darth, have you rolled?
Yeah, I said that I got a 9.
You got a 9. Okay. Okay, and I rolled that, and... Okay. What does the stunned arrow do exactly?
As far as I understand, it knocks them out for, was it 1 turn or 2 turns?
Should be like 2 turns. Okay.
Let's look.
That's what I was going to do, but if you can go ahead and do that, John, that'd be fine. Alright, so your arrow flies true. Smacks the guy right in the middle of the forehead.
Alright, so you're talking about the hammerhead arrow?
No, it's a shock arrow.
Okay, shock. Okay, stick and shock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, those okay.
Alright, it smacks him right in the middle of the forehead, and he just goes down in a pile of electricity. Because the guy critically glitched, though, he starts falling off the roof.
What is this thing with my people that I shoot falling off roofs?
I don't know. They keep critically glitching, so...
Okay, so here we
I
go.
just can't walk for shit.
Hang on a second. Stick and shock actually doesn't deal very much damage at all.
No, but he critically glitched, so he goes down, and now he's falling.
Oops. Okay, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so you see your enemy falling towards the ground.
Well, that was totally counterproductive.
Yes, yes it is, and I'm sorry. They critically glitched. Moving on, next person. We're looking at Ragnar. Or, sorry, we're looking at Andrew. Andrew, what are you doing?
Why did you call me Ragnar?
Because I'm dyslexic and I read Ragnar above Andrew.
Oh, okay. Wait, so we took out the person on the roof?
Yeah, they're actually currently falling.
Okay, I actually
reach out the window and grab them?
Actually, I had 3 initiative passes, so you skipped an initiative.
Credit sticks?
You wouldn't have changed anything, though.
Okay. Hold on. More than one person talking makes me an unhappy camper. Give me a sec. I'm focusing on Andrew. Andrew, you should have something called Featherfall or some kind of spell called Featherfall.
I don't. It doesn't appear in my thing.
Your spells don't appear on your thing?
No, some of them do, but I don't see that one.
What one do you have?
Okay. I have heal, sunball. I'm actually opening it up again. I remember those from it. I have heal, sunball, armor, astral armor. Chaotic world, increased reflexes, Clara, audience.
Okay, so I guess that was in an earlier version of you
Probably.
that I gave you that. So,
I can't just reach out and grab him, though, because I'm, like, right at a window.
Yeah, you can go ahead and reach out and grab him. So, give me a... You know what, I'll roll this one for you.
Okay.
Okay. So what you do is you reach out and you try to grab him, and oh Jesus! What happens when you get like 7 out of 8 dice as ones? That's a critical glitch, obviously, but is it worse?
No, but you might want to spend a an
edge to reroll.
Spend the edge.
Alright, I spend the edge, I re-roll, and that is a little better.
Good.
Okay. So, you reach out, you grab the guy, and now he's dangling, like, by his foot from your grasp.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, you are a body 2, and this is a body 3, so he's a lot heavier than you are.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to roll another die, and oh Jesus, oh Otter,
What?
oh Otter,
What?
you are crit glitching like crazy today.
Oh.
So you manage to jerk the guy to the stop, and he flops around, and then in his flopping around as he's getting back on balance, he tugs you off the edge with him. And so now you're falling 16 feet on top of this guy. And you land with a good hard thump, and you take 2 physical damage.
Let's check falling damage.
Okay, but I'm pretty
Welcome
sure.
to Slaughter.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's 2 though.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Slaughter is safely in your boob holder.
My boob holder?
Your bra, sorry.
Yay.
Okay. So
I stuffed my bra with an otter.
Yes, you stuff your bra with an otter. Next up is Ragnar with May on deck.
All right. I just charge right down the building again, using the gecko tape gloves in the 17 climbing skill.
Okay, is that both your actions worth of movement?
It's a free action and a simple action to charge down to where the guy is.
All right, do your simple action then.
Now I have one more simple action, which is to restrain the guy.
Okay, so you get there and you kind of just push Otter off and go ahead and try to restrain the guy.
All right, is he resisting?
No, he's knocked out.
Oh, never mind.
Would he have died if I hadn't stopped him a little bit?
In that case, I slap plastic cuffs on him.
All right, out of rounds. Okay, everyone can act freely. Rachel, you are running like crazy towards the safe house. Neff, John, you just hear frantic breathing from your comm link as Rachel just like screams. Everyone else, you currently are.
Rachel, stop heavy breathing.
Oh my.
Is he resisting? No, he's unconscious. Yeah.
All right. So okay, he's tough now. Okay, first of all, I take.
Whoa. Sorry, Rachel is legitimately heavy breathing right now. What did you say, John?
I take off his weapons and armor.
Okay, the guy is now sitting in his Smoopy-Doo boxers. You did not know they made Smoopy-Doo boxers anymore. That was like 20 years ago.
All right. I think I'm going to use another one of my restraints and bind his feet as well.
Okay, Kai,
Anyway.
Otter, what are you doing?
I'm
Go ahead, Otter.
recovering from falling.
Okay,
And
Kai.
making sure Slaughter's okay.
Slaughter is fine. Slaughter is a bouncy otter. He's fine.
Bouncing around in my bra.
Yep, Kai.
I need to go restrain the other guy.
The
Actually,
other guy.
Actually, the guy who took the initial arrow,
Yeah.
we need to I'm just gonna make sure and hogtie both of them, not disarmed them.
Okay, well, guy you shot with initial arrow is dead.
Okay, well then just take his shit.
All right, you get a nice standard police uniform set of ballistics armor and a baton and some narco jets and a narco jet gun.
All right.
Both of which are highly illegal to have.
Huh.
Okay, the other guy.
So what did the guy I just stripped off have?
Same setup. He has a taser instead of a narco jet gun. So he has a baton and a taser and.
Add armor. What kind of armor? SWAT armor?
It's just ballistic SWAT armor, yeah.
Okay, SWAT armor. Add. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna add this one. Okay. SWAT armor free. Okay. And taser and what?
What was that sound anyway? It's sort of a.
No. He just has a taser and a baton.
Okay. TASER.
No, but what was that sound that we just heard?
That's
Thunder,
clearly Chummer. That was Chummer telling him that
Okay. Taser. The guy didn't have a gun with him or anything.
No, that's weird, isn't it? But no, he did not have a gun.
Okay. So it's.
In fact, you look through and none of these guys have guns. Even though you know somebody shot a gun at you. Repeatedly.
Okay. So taser. Okay. So taser club. Oh wait. Damn it.
Okay, after John's done, I've got some a little bit of lengthy stuff.
Go ahead. John is writing stuff down and trying to get Chummer to deal with him.
Okay, we're going to secure the living guy, and with his armor and away from him.
Yeah, he's in his Smoopy-Doo boxers and he's got both his hands and feet tied, so he's like, okay.
All right. I want to. We're going to put my bow away, and then we're going to go look at the impact where the bullet hit.
Originally?
Yes.
All right, sure. So do you want to do anything with the screaming, crying, hysterical woman in the Cyclops' arms, or are we just going to kind of leave her here?
I figured that she was with the Cyclops away from me, so...
Okay. So, Gary, you get the distinct feeling you probably should get her to the safe house.
Hold on a second.
Can I take her credit stick first?
Oh my goodness.
Sure. She doesn't have a credit stick anywhere that you'd be willing to reach.
Uh-oh.
I disagree with the willing part, but okay.
Yeah.
I know exactly where her cred stick is, and you really don't need to penetrate that deeply.
Ew!
Against my better judgment, I'll listen to you for now.
Okay. Now I check the armor of these guys. Who are they?
They're called Nirvana Corpse.
Oh, so they were our enemies in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? But they weren't armed with a gun.
So, are you heading towards the main? Are you heading towards the safe house there, Gary?
Yeah, I would imagine you would have.
Yes, I am.
All right. Otter. Just so I know who's where. Otter, are you heading towards the safe house?
Yeah.
I'm following them towards the safe house, and I'm constantly using my ultra-wideband radar just to
make sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go ahead and get there, and I'm going to focus on Kai for a second. When you get there, you can go ahead and fill in everybody, but Kai's going to be who I'm focusing on, okay? Kai, you go to the bullet hole. It's pretty clear. It's pretty fresh.
Okay, we're going to use, I guess, a skill of the knowledge skill, Special Forces.
Knowledge skill, Special Forces, okay. Roll that. I assume what you're trying to do is get the trajectory of the bullet.
Well, what I really want to do is dig the bullet out as well, but yeah.
Okay, go ahead and dig the bullet out.
Okay.
Roll to dig the bullet out. That would be like, give me a sec. That'll be a strength plus. I don't know. There's
Wouldn't agility be like something part of it?
Yeah, just do strength agility for me. Since it's basically how well you can move your fingers and how tough you are at pulling it out.
Okay, 13.
Okay, so you dig the bullet out, and you notice that the trajectory looks a little off. It doesn't seem like the bullet came from the alleyway so much as a slightly open window just to the right of the alleyway.
Okay, am I able to discern anything from the slug just visually?
It is not the rifle was not rifled. Whatever shot this was not rifled. In fact, it looks like this is made out of some sort of almost a musket ball type thing. You know that it's lead, but the way the bullet is kind of twisted, it doesn't seem like it was in a cartridge. It's,
Okay, so it was like more black powder type.
yeah, which is weird because black powder hasn't been used in hundreds and hundreds of years.
Okay, do you tell it to us?
I kind of just think to myself for a second, I was shot by a fucking, like, Quaker. So, I'm gonna turn and see you said there was an open window that it came out of?
Yes.
I want to go in there.
Are you telling this to any of us?
Well, right now I'm trying to get all the information that I can before I tell you.
Okay.
So you guys are running into the safe house, and Nephinor and John are sitting there, and they have Cokes for all of you.
All right. So
Cokes and soy beer.
my character takes Coke and soy beer and runs back.
Okay, so John, you see him kind of poking around, trying to get in the window. Kai, it looks like it's an abandoned building. Like there's dust on the inside, and the curtains around where the opening are blackened, almost like they've caught on fire slightly and moldered.
Okay.
All right. So I actually I run up the building that I did before and check the guy's corpse, the guy that fired a shotgun at me.
Yeah, the guy doesn't. Where did that shotgun go? I could have sworn he had a shotgun.
Hmm.
I asked Ragnar, did you happen to notice any chameleon armor?
Yes, one guy I killed, but it's very common and cheap. So, and the body on the roof, the headless body on the roof, headless armless body. Does he have chameleon armor on?
Yeah, guy has chameleon armor on.
All right, I take the body and the arm, and I come down and bring the head to him as well.
Okay, so you've now got a Minotaur holding an arm, a body, and a head, all separate from each other.
Okay.
And
the rest of these guys basically had SWAT armor, or police issued armor.
Yeah.
And this one guy had chameleon armor.
Yeah, but he was armed with a shotgun. What else did he have?
He had like a knife and some garrote wire and some pretty nasty looking monofilament wire.
Ceramic knife. Okay, just a regular knife or ceramic knife or whatever.
It was a ceramic knife.
Ceramic knife.
Monofilament wire and a garrote wire, like a regular piano string wire.
Okay, garrote. Yeah,
Yep.
he said he got hit by he fired a. Could have sworn he fired a shotgun at me. I got hit by a shotgun. Since it all happened in 3 seconds, I don't remember. And a monofilament garrote.
Mm-hmm. So you're able to kind of open the window and bust it in, and you get into the house. It's old, it's abandoned, it's rotten. There's a streak of dust going out the door you just came in. But otherwise, you can't see anything. John, with his eyes, can't see anything. There's no one in there, as far as you can tell.
I turn on the radar. Did I pick up anything interesting?
You pick up a bunch of rats under the counter having a good old time, but otherwise, no.
Also, use
Cue the saxophone music.
Special Forces knowledge skill.
Okay.
I'm going to use thermographic vision to see if there's any residual heat signatures anywhere.
Okay. There is. Someone was clearly crouching at the window and had actually only been there a short while before they moved quickly out the door and into the alley.
You said that there is dust on the floor?
There is, but there are streaks near the window and heading out the door, as I said before.
So okay, does it? So the guy only walked through the door, walked up to the window, and then left.
Yes.
Okay, and there's nothing else in the room that he looks like he may have left behind.
Do me a perception roll, because you'll have to spot this.
All right, I'm gonna make one as well.
So let's see what that skill would be.
Okay, vision enhancement 3, so I have 10, so I'm rolling 15 die, and I have natural thermographic vision,
Okay.
and vision magnification, so I don't get penalties for tiny things.
So perception is going to be int based. Also, I do trust you to know what your dice rolls are, John, so you don't have to explain exactly what's going on every time.
All right.
Cool.
So I got a total of 3 hits.
Okay, you got 3 hits. Yeah, at first it really doesn't look like it, but those rats, there are a lot more rats than there should be. It's almost like there's something drawing them there.
Good.
Darth, what did you get?
8.
Okay. Darth, you also recognize that if this place has been as abandoned as it looks, then rats shouldn't be here unless they're using it as a colony, at which point there would be so many more. So you notice that there's some kind of object in the middle that doesn't look like it's living.
Let's go check it out.
Alright, so this is basically a counter, and as you can see, the rats are underneath the counter, and there's really not much room between the counter and the floor. So what are you going to do?
I'm going to use the edge of my sniper rifle to pull up a board.
Okay, and what is the 9-foot-tall Minotaur going to do?
Let's see. I'm just going to step. I'm going to step back and let him.
Okay, so you pull up. You pull up a floorboard, and the rats just go crazy, and they shoot out from under the cabinets. And now you can definitely see that it's a roughly the size of maybe a 2-3 pound rock, and it's got little appendages coming off of it, and it's definitely not alive. But it has some kind of heat signature, like it's been cooling down. But that could just be the rats all over it.
All right.
So it's just residual heat. It's not actually still hot.
No.
There's rats on it right now.
There are no more rats on it. You've scared them away.
All right. So I carefully retrieve it.
Okay. You grab around something hard and bony, and
Oh my.
you pull it out, and it's a half-chewed human hand.
Ew.
And here I thought it was Rachel's sex toy.
And it looks
God damn it.
relatively fresh.
Ooh.
Okay, so it's not a bony hand, it's like a fleshy hand.
Yeah, the bone he grabbed onto is actually like, it's the upper arm, and it's actually the end part of your, it's the end part of the bone. So what he's basically holding is a slightly chewed but fresh-looking upper arm of a human being. You can tell by the amount of hair and the fact that the fingers are thicker. This is a man's hand.
So is it decomposing at all?
It is not decomposing. Do me a spot check, will you, Kai?
All right, spot.
Only Kai may do this one.
Okay, never mind.
I mean, you can notice that there's a ring on the hand,
Yeah.
but...
Yeah.
Kai, what'd you get?
11.
11. Okay. That's your brother's ring. That's your brother's info ring. To back up, for those of you who don't know, there are these wonderful little info chip rings that have existed for decades that a lot of people who have info and passwords that they want to keep close by for quick access use. They're usually highly secure and are like vault security.
Okay, so I identify it as his ring.
His ring. It does not look like his hand, though. It looks more like a human's or maybe a very dwarven hand. But it is his ring.
All right, let's pull the ring off of the finger. Actually, I'm just going to cut the damn finger off and pull the ring off.
Ring comes off, ring beeps a couple times. Is it, it's trying to find a new host.
All right. I take the hand and we should really go check and do forensics on the hand to figure out whose hand it was.
Yeah, sure thing.
All right, so you guys going?
Yep.
Yeah, we're good. We're gonna head back out to the my apartment, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys all get to the apartment. The other guys have had their chance to cool down. Everyone's back together. Yay! So, I'm going to recap everything you guys have just so you can have a discussion on it and decide what to do next, okay?
Okay.
First and foremost, you still have the disc with the very cryptic note, "In times of trouble, seek friends. Seek absent friends. Carrion Studios, 73. Okay?
Okay.
You have currently a half-chewed hand and a ring belonging to your brother, and also the fact that Valen Records has been attacked and blown up.
Okay, so when I walk
And
through
a
the
missing brother. You also have a handcuffed, very angry-looking police officer and a very panicked, completely terror-stricken woman who was formerly the secretary.
So, with me and Ragnar walking through the door, I point to the hand and everybody else and say, "Hey guys, we brought you dinner."
Woman looks absolutely terrified now. "I didn't think you actually ate things," she says to the Cyclops. Like that.
Well, it's when I need to save money, when I need to save creds,
Is it kosher?
I have to resort to eating human hands. I have a hankering for hands.
Just like
I look over at the woman and saying, like, no. I'm just shaking my head like, he's fucking with you.
She looks between you
Am
and
I
she
now?
goes, okay.
Okay.
Could you at least bring some dressing?
We're gonna fill everybody in.
One thing we've forgotten about is that Nefnor was doing some analysis and stuff on the internet.
Yes, he was. What was he doing that analysis on?
the disc.
The disc, and now he should be
Reverse
awake.
engineering the encoding on the disk, remember?
Yes, you did.
And then he
So-
looked at
All of you get to choose what goes first, because I can give anything you need at this point.
Let's go with
I
the
think we should add. Let's ask Nefnor's things. I don't know.
Let's also figure out what was at the address that was in time that the guy went to.
That which guy went to?
The one that was linked to the disc, where the guy hid the disc.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that was the other half of what Nefnor was looking up. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Nefnor, you can safely say that is just a storage area in Las Vegas. The storage unit was one Mr. Hold on. The storage unit was under one Mr. K. Simmons, but you know for a fact that's a pseudonym commonly used by individuals within the business. So it may well be may well actually be Loomis who was in that dream. Okay?
Okay.
Mhm.
You also know, Nephenor, that the disk was double encrypted, but you did manage to find and use a thing on your system to de-encrypt the code. It should be listenable now. If you can put it back in some kind of disk player or even copy it off with a hardware plus intelligence roll, you should be able to copy it and play it for people.
Didn't we grab the reader?
Also, weren't we told not to copy it?
Yeah.
You did grab the reader. You were told not to copy it, but I am giving you all the information.
All right,
Okay.
so let's read.
Let's not copy it.
Yes.
Especially considering the security system said that you were talking about before, said that it might actually cause it to go bye-bye. I'm not taking that risk.
We might want to give the disc to the guy who is going to pay us for it.
Yeah, but not before figuring out what's on it. I mean,
Well, then we need to find a place to play it.
We took the player with us.
Did we?
Yes, you did.
all right.
Okay, let's play this bad boy.
All right. So you set it down, and
I quickly said, I hope it's not polka music, 'cause that's my jam.
I give the dryad a death glare.
now as you pop it in, the first thing you feel is a tiny pop of the same kind of magic that you felt before, the kind of technomancer magic.
This isn't me doing this, is this?
No. And there's a crackle, and you can hear something. I mean, it's a song, clearly, but it's fuzzy and indistinct. No matter what you do, you know, cleaning the disk or anything, it's still just a little too encoded for you. It's clearly been triple encoded, and you need a specific cipher you find, because I'm not going to make you roll again for this. A cipher that would be specifically given to people who would want to listen to this disk.
Wait, maybe the cipher is the note.
Worth a shot.
Or the note could lead to the cipher. I'm going to give you all that one.
Yeah.
Absent friends. All right.
Okay, well, who was absent on the day that it was recorded?
Unfortunately, what do we know about the guy?
Well, you know his name
The
was...
guy.
Which one? The guy who owned the disc or the guy who recorded the disc?
Recorded.
Reported.
Okay. You know his name was Jet Black, and he was kind of... He was in the scene of, like, black emo troll rock prior to his sudden death. He was becoming actually very unenamored with the music industry at the time, and this was kind of his last hurrah. He was going to move on to a new career with a different company, but died in mysterious circumstances shortly before he did. He worked for Carrion Studios under the management of Kay Loomis, who was also going to move to a different studio. The disc was rightfully owned, though, by another company, which you can't seem to remember, but you remember there was this big, huge kerfluffle between Comus and this particular company shortly after the death of Jet Black. Other than that, you don't know anything about his friends or family. That would require some music industry roles, some research, or something of the like.
We need to do that.
Damn. So, maybe hey Kai.
Yep.
What you gonna do about your brother?
Well, first things first. Is the ring still searching for a host or some sort of...
Yeah, it's basically, it's trying to find someone to put it on.
Do I need to go find Sauron?
No.
Okay.
You know that it'll probably be attracted or able to be used by anyone closest to... it'll probably be someone who's either close in blood to him or who he's encoded into the chip. You have to get within kind of the ballpark range of genetics. So a close brother,
Well, let's put the ring on just to make sure it's not my brother.
It's not your brother?
Yeah.
Alright. You put the thing on, it immediately sinks its little diodes into your finger, draws some blood, and then beeps happily as it's found its new host. You get the sickening feeling of just cold information flowing up through any electronics you have and just kind of nestling there.
Oh, go fuck yourself, ring.
The ring beeps unhappily and another little flood of information comes through. You can't quite understand it, but it's like someone's talking in your ear, but like it's like you've got a busted eardrum and it's really fuzzy.
Ow. 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 Okay,
You okay there, Kai?
I'm fine.
It's not actually as painful as a busted eardrum, it's just the sensation of someone trying to talk to you through one.
I've got hypersensitive hearing, though.
All right.
Fine. You go on without me. I'll be fine here.
Okay, so without knowing exactly what I've already just been told, I'm going to look at one of the Nirvana guys.
Okay.
They're both conscious, right?
You've only got one Nirvana guy.
Okay.
The other three were dead. But yeah, the Nirvana guy is conscious and very angry, but keeping his mouth shut as he clearly doesn't want to piss off the Minotaur and the ogre and everything else.
And he's probably drooling over the dryad.
So
yes.
And remember his legs are bound too, so he's not going anywhere.
Did you bite his cock like I told you to?
No.
I'll pull out a stun arrow and I'll walk over to him and I.
Neff, do an edge roll.
Do what?
An edge roll, and that's just Neffinor.
You
pulled out a stun arrow.
Right, I'm gonna walk over to him and get on in front of him.
What do you get if you get a 6 and a 1?
That's success, isn't it?
That's a success.
Okay, there you go.
I'm going to go ahead and give it to you, because I'm not going to critical glitch you on edge. But yeah, Nirvana. You see the patch and you're like, oh yeah, Nirvana is the company who's supposed to own the record.
Oh.
All right. So anyway, continue, Kai.
So is he laying down on or sitting down on his butt, right?
Yeah, he's basically you've kind of uncomfortably put him like legs straight out, arms straight in front of him or straight behind him, and he's kind of sitting up because you haven't let him lie down because you propped him against the wall, but it looks like really uncomfortable.
All right, I remove the binding on his arms.
Please don't yet.
Why? His legs are bound. The most he can do is kind of flop around, and I'm right next to him.
I don't care. This is all part of the uncomfortable nature of torture.
Oh, okay. You're going to torture him?
All right. So guy goes, and then oh wait, he doesn't have it. He goes, "The fuck you are."
All right. So I pull him up.
Wait. Wait, hold on. I'm like, guys, we don't have to torture him. At least not in that way.
He just kind of stares at you funny.
All right.
I sort of rub my hands together. I'm like, I could do the thing.
Don't. Please don't.
The thing?
There's a reason for that. I've got suspicion that my brother just died. I really need to inflict some sort of pain.
No. If we torture him... If we torture him...
And when you say the word die, the thing once more goes in your ear.
Ah! So I shake my head and shit. I'm looking up to the guy. and refocus. All right, you're going to tell me exactly why you were chasing us. And furthermore, why you blew up my brother's building.
What? I didn't blow up any building. I was chasing you because I need the disc you have.
Seriously?
How many of you were there?
3. 4, maybe. I can never tell if that fucker in the chameleon suit is there.
Chameleon suit?
Wait a minute. There were 3 guys we faced off with.
Yeah.
What were you armed with?
I had a narco jet gun. We were only supposed to knock you guys out.
How did you find us?
Oh, that's easy. Dryad's got a tracker on her otter.
Okay.
Look over to Rachel. Check her.
All right.
Checking!
All right. So,
Hand me the otter.
Uh-oh. Okay, here's Slaughter.
So Slaughter goes, no! And it's like, what are you doing?
And I scruff the little bastard.
Alright, so...
Oh.
So I have him scruffed, and he's looking very pitiful.
And yeah, sure enough, there's like a little bug on your otter. It's like a little black thing, maybe the size of a gnat, that's just been kind of tucked in the fur. You wouldn't have actually noticed it, except when you passed your finger over it, it tried to attack your finger.
Oh, this is fun.
All right.
Do you have a pair of tweezers?
Hand it to Neff so that he can figure out.
Oh yeah. I sort of hand the scruffed otter over to.
No, I don't want to get. And the otter just kind of flops around. No, I don't want to. No.
Yeah, I look at the otter and say, "What? You want me to eat this?"
No, don't eat it.
It immediately starts squealing and trying to get back to.
Let's see if we can figure out where the bug is.
No, we've already found the bug. We just need to remove it. So it's hand me some fucking tweezers.
Let's see where the information is being sent and what programming.
Well, first off, tweezers.
Yeah. I have an operations cleanup toolkit, so I hand you tweezers.
Okay, I take it. I remove the little bug thing, which seems to be, I don't know. What is the little bug thing doing?
Well, it's not actually a bug, but it's beeping, and you can. And Neff, do me an edge roll.
Okay, so I hand you the tweezers with the bug thing in it.
I got a success.
That's great.
Yeah, that thing's about to explode. You have about 3 seconds to find out where it's going. You have one roll.
Okay, hold on. What am I going to be rolling for this?
It's not going to actually explode, but it's going to pop and fizz, so you can't track it.
Yeah, but I mean, what stat?
You're gonna roll warfare, electronic warfare.
Okay, let me see. Where's that on my list?
You, by the way, Kai, you don't know it's going to explode. All you hear is the ring going crazy in your ear, and you get glimpses. You get, brother, don't track. And it just sounds like there's huge. It's your brother's voice, but you can barely hear it.
Is there a way to clean this thing up at all?
Not that you know of.
5 successes.
All right, it bounces, and just before the little thing goes pop and sputters, you get this. You follow the trail, and it arches back to a cell phone.
Yes.
And you get a quick glimpse of the registration, and it says St. George.
Oh, great, a dragon.
Okay, so okay, back to the guy who was.
I hand the little otter thing back to the dryad.
The little otter thing is really, really upset and immediately curls around your neck and just whimpers.
Oh.
All right, now I keep asking the guy over and over again, repeatedly in various ways, how many friends were with you, What did you bring? What did
He says 3. He brought a narco jet. His friend had a narco jet. He doesn't know what the guy in the chameleon suit had, but he's pretty sure it wouldn't have been anything more than a stun gun. This was absolutely an operation where you were not supposed to die.
Who gave you your orders?
Who gave us our orders?
Yes. Who hired you?
I can't say. I'm sorry.
Yes, you can say.
No, I can't say.
They're wearing Nirvana corporate security outfits, 2 of them, so if somebody was trying to frame Nirvana, it's just as likely that someone was trying to frame Nirvana as it was Nirvana.
Well, no, that's if it was just that simple, then yeah, I'd tell you it was Nirvana, but I really can't say who hired us. I work at Nirvana, but this was not a corporate job.
Yeah, you're going to tell me who hired you.
I don't know, man. I don't know who hired me.
Okay, I look over at the guy and I look at him dead in the eye. I said, listen, that guy gives no fucks whether or not you live or die. He will cut things off with you.
I understand that, he says, very, very concerned. I understand that, but I can't tell you who hired me. I don't know. It was a blind drop. It was orders, but not from the corporation, from one of the CEOs, and we aren't allowed to know when that happens.
Okay, so it could have been anybody. Okay, so who has the best judge intentions? Int plus charisma. That's judge intentions.
Oh, well, hold on a second.
Intuition.
I'm guessing Rachel.
It's probably not me because everybody's lying in my opinion.
I got some.
We are lying.
Fucking
Squeaky squeak squeak. Her brother, dead, hurt.
Okay, I get 1 hit for judge intentions.
Okay, judge intentions is under social skills.
No, it's a flat out. It's just an intuition plus charisma roll.
Just do int plus charisma, please.
I get 1 hit.
Plus charisma.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So intuition plus charisma, so that's 3 plus 5 is gonna be 5.
Dear God, this would have been.
Roll 8 die.
Okay, I'll roll 8.
You could have rolled this pretty damn well.
You can go ahead and do it if you want.
Yeah, okay. But I'm saying, is he lying about? Is he lying about the blind? Is he lying about being actually working for the company as well as is he lying about the blind drop?
He's lying about something, you can tell, but you can't tell which of the two. I'm waiting to see what others are getting.
Alright.
Ah, shit, I critically glitch.
This guy is completely telling the truth. In fact, you are so convinced that you want to step in and help to make sure this guy does not die.
No,
Don't hurt him.
10 hits.
This guy is lying about something. He's not. He's not telling the whole truth. Everything he said has been technically true, but he is leaving something out, and you're not even sure if he knows he's leaving it out.
Oh, okay. So.
But yeah, so when I say I critically glitched, I got like 4 1s and I got a 6.
You can also blow in your roll. You're not blowing, just spend.
If you get something like that, you can always say I'm re-rolling to re-roll all my fails. Yeah. But once I deliver the message upon to you, you have to RP correctly. So okay. You are convinced this guy, Rachel, you are convinced this guy is telling the entire truth. He just got mixed up in this. He's just doing it to feed his family, and Kai needs to back the fuck off.
Guy, don't hurt him! He doesn't know shit.
Kai? He's lying.
Do what?
He's lying by omission, and you know it.
Okay. I'm gonna stab that arrow into his knee.
The guy
He took an arrow to the knee!
Oh no.
I was hoping somebody.
Kai, don't fucking.
Alright, so.
You didn't have to fucking stab him in the knee.
Would you have rather me stabbed him somewhere else?
So he can't be an adventurer anymore. Deal with it.
Because someone
Oh, it
unclicked
can't
John.
work anymore.
Hold
All right.
on.
All right. So
I'm sorry, I have John clicked. I don't know how to unclick John. There
click
we
on
go.
portrait again. Yep.
Continue.
Tell me what I want to know.
Okay, well, I don't know what you want to know. I can't tell you what you want to know if you don't tell me.
You're going to tell me everything about your op.
All right.
Everything.
Look, I'm normally just a security guard, but every now and again we get a drop from a CEO who wants us to take something out, kind of Shadowrunner style. It's all above board, it's all jurisdiction, but sometimes things just cannot be connected to the company. This was sort of one of them. We were informed that we were to wear our guard uniforms. Something about the intimidation factor.
Are you working with Eris?
Eris? Eris?
Aries.
Aries. I like Eris.
Thank you. Ares? No, not normally. They do supply our weapons, though.
Well,
Okay.
no shit. They supply everybody's fucking weapons. Tell me something I don't know.
Okay. How do you know that? How do you know that it was the CEO who hired you this time?
Normally we get like a special encoding, like just information encoding ring. Look, and he flashes his hand up, and he's got a ring. It just means that it's one of the CEO games.
So,
Does that ring look like mine?
Yes.
Can the rings be hacked? Or
The rings could be hacked, but it would take either a miracle or a very skilled hacker. I mean, you'd have to literally use magic to get through these things.
oh.
Look, I don't know. We were told to go to Valen Records and retrieve the disc at whatever cost. We did. We were hoping you had handed it off.
Take the ring off the guy's hand, and I want to,
and you watch as the little cathode literally drags a deep scar on either side of his ring and just rips off his fingernail.
Oh wow, that looks painful, buddy.
No.
Guys. Okay, listen. I got psychometry. I'll see what I can find out. I don't think he did anything.
I want to take a sample of this guy's blood too.
All right. So.
All right. Thank you. You have it. What are you going to psychometry?
Wait. Let's see here. Does he have a weapon of some kind? Still from the battle, or an item or something?
You can just do psychometry on a person. You can just.
Yeah, I was hoping to do that.
You can go ahead and do it then.
Of course, you'd like to touch a restrained guy, Rachel.
No, you have to touch him. You have to touch him on skin. Skin on skin contact here.
Rachel, get your hands out of his pants.
Dude, he has a perma condom anyway.
Ew.
No. It's okay. Never mind. That was a joke.
Okay, so.
Okay. So, I would imagine since this isn't like a proper spell, it's just like a sensing.
Yeah.
I would just roll sex.
Yep.
Sensing.
I get about 3 successes.
Okay, so you touch his face, and you see a little girl and his wife, and they're playing, and you're watching him, and suddenly the ring starts going off, and he curses and stands up, and I gotta go, honey. Work's calling. And work's always calling. He's like, it's okay. It's going to be a quick one, I'm sure. Okay, I'll be back by dinner. and you see him suiting up, and he's joking with his buddies, and one of the buddies has like this big bucktooth grin, and he's talking about how he's going to pop the question to his fiancée tonight at dinner, so they better hurry it up. And then, you know, he's out in the field, and he's watching you guys run, you know, through, and he's trying to track you, and he finds you. And he's running across the top of the buildings. Non-lethal measures only in your ear. And then he hears something in the back of his mind that says Redorum. And your psychometry fizzles out, and you take one physical damage, and you wake up with a nosebleed.
Jesus.
So what you see is she puts her hand and she's describing, you know, the whole scenes before him, and suddenly she goes, and the ring, and you watch her fly across the room, smack into the wall, and just essentially nosebleed.
All right.
I'm never getting my deposit back.
And you see that he actually jerked and hit her, and that's how she flew across the room.
But wait a minute.
And I said the word that I'm mumbling like the word like was it Redorum or something?
Redorum.
Yeah, Redorum.
And once he hears that, his eyes just go blank, and he just starts struggling. Like up until now, now he's just struggling, and it's not like he's panicked. It's like he's trying to get out to hurt you.
Twist, arrow, in knee.
Yeah, well, you know, he's tied up. He's tied up. He's got an arrow in his knee, so he can't move.
Guys, like, it wasn't supposed to be a deadly.
Heal him. I tell Rachel, heal him. Keep him alive. This guy's obviously been brainwashed somehow. He's got. Looks like he's got something implanted.
Yeah, this guy's got a family. He's got kids. Yeah, he was just out here doing his job.
Wait. Again, Redorum. You know, you reach a certain part in his memory, and
yeah.
Yes. Are you sure nobody's tampered with his memories?
There was something weird. I couldn't get beyond it. There was just Redorum, and then
Every time she says that, he strains harder. And he's just screaming and cursing.
Okay.
Nephenor. Google search that, or whatever is the equivalent.
That sounds more like a trigger word than.
Yeah, exactly. It sounds like a post-hypnotic suggestion more than anything.
And he's screaming, and all of a sudden he starts foaming, and. I guess Nephenor would naturally sense this. Nephenor, something's going off in his brain, and it's not good.
Turn it off. Shut it down. Whatever it is.
Oh, what can I do? I mean,
you can try an electronic warfare to block its signal or shut it down.
Yeah, can I just knock this guy unconscious?
No.
You can try, but
no, don't do that. If he's got a cranial bomb, then knocking him unconscious, well, you're going to get injured, and we're all going to wind up with bits of this guy's brain all over the room.
And you'll never get back your deposit.
Just so you're aware, it does not actually feel like it's a cranial bomb. It's more like it's... Well, Nephenor, go ahead and do your advanced warfare.
Three successes.
Okay, so you kind of slip your magic towards him. This is not a cranial bomb. It's an electric generator.
What?
It's generating electric pulses in his brain at a really high speed.
It's a mind control device?
Of some kind, yes. You probably couldn't control a human's mind just via this. Maybe their reactions, maybe their systems. But the way the guy is acting, this is clearly not the only thing affecting him. But it is going into overdrive.
All right, shut it down.
It's causing seizures.
Shut it down. And
I'll try.
Rachel, you have heal spell, right?
Yes, I do have a heal spell.
keep healing him.
Okay, well, I need to
Nephenor.
ask, are my wounds completely healed? Because that's going to affect...
Wounds are completely healed, yes.
It doesn't matter. You
Okay.
have duration. You can, as long as you don't kill yourself, just keep healing him.
Okay, Nephenor, there's one other thing. You've seen someone go into hot sim-induced seizures before. If you screw this up, you could possibly brain damage this man to the point of being a vegetable.
Yay, brain damage.
Well, I don't think Kai's going to complain too much.
If we don't shut it down, he's either going to be dead, or they're going to wipe out whatever would be useful.
So go ahead and roll that. Take a -2 since this is a technology you've never seen before, Nephenor.
What skill? Is it around electronic warfare?
It's going to be electronic warfare.
Now might be a good time to do edge.
I only got 2 successes, but I got 4 1s.
Spend an edge. Reroll.
Fuck me.
Spend an edge, Rachel. Spend an edge. Reroll it. Do that.
Okay, I'll spend an edge.
Edge? Does she have another edge?
And let's see here.
Did you spend? Did you?
Wait? No, I didn't spend my edge before. I recall.
3 successes.
I only have 1. Well, I can spend an edge, but then I'll only have 1 left.
Yeah, go ahead, spend it.
Fine. I'll save this guy's life.
So roll your remaining edge.
My remaining edge. What does that mean?
No, sorry. Reroll your failures.
So you had 1 success and.
Hi, Scruffy.
Hi.
That's my cat, actually.
Oh, that's Byron. Hi, Byron.
So, Nephenor, how many did you get?
3 successes.
All right, so you managed to shut it down, but you can tell that this guy has a good portion of the area around it.
This was a good decision. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 successes.
Now roll for drain.
Roll for drain?
Yep.
I forgot what do I have to do. Roll for that.
Should be on your cheat sheet.
Oh, crap.
Alright, so.
Doesn't matter, she'll just pull it back.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter. It's just in case she knocks herself out. So, Guy, you put your hands on your head and you can feel the energies going in, but just like there are parts of it where you cannot seem to get the energies to go in. But he seems to heal and he just calms down and the seizures stop. And you realize that this man is going to be blind for the rest of his life, but he will still retain every faculty he had prior and probably be in good shape to do something like that doesn't require eyesight.
Or blind as in he can't. Blind as in his eyes don't work, or blind as in not even replacement eyes will fix it.
Not even replacement eyes. It fried his visual cortex.
Oh. Okay.
Ha.
Yeah, this guy had this thing attached directly to his visual cortex.
Okay. So we're gonna have to get him an echolocation implant.
If that's what you want to do to the guard who you're torturing, go right for it.
No, but I mean, hey, we're sorry for torturing you, but it turns out somebody had a mind control device implanted in your head.
Somebody go throw this guy in the dumpster.
No, we just made him blind.
Also, just so you're aware, the arrow was in his knee, and you healed the arrow into his knee.
Good job, Rachel.
Well, oh come on! I should have been able to remove the fucking thing.
Question. Did
What?
he used to be an adventurer like us?
He did used to be an adventurer like us.
God damn it,
And
you
we
guys.
had to cut it short.
Yeah, you would know through the psychometry and the fact that you could read his inner monologue that this was just like his Shadowrunning days. He was so excited for it.
Oh.
And now he's blind, and now now there's nobody to support his family.
And worst off, he has an arrow to the knee.
Yeah, he took an arrow to. You know what? Let's go remove this damn thing.
Yeah, let's again. I'm saying now can you would it be possible to do a sensing on him now that the device is off? Just maybe the device.
Okay, I can perform psychometry again. I mean,
Question: what are you doing right now, Kai? Because they've started healing your torture victim.
Oh, good, fresh start.
Well, I'm good and everything.
Yeah, no, this guy was obviously again. If we can, okay, can we safely remove the
Yeah. Kai literally drove it through his legs. All you got to do is chop off one half, chop off the head, and
No. You pull it all the way through.
Not the
pull it all the way through.
Can we safely? Okay, do we know any surgeons? Because if we can get the mind control device removed.
Do you know surgeons? You know street surgeons. Would you have a street surgeon do surgery on your brain? No.
Okay, so
no, you're not
your brain.
It sounds like a hypothesis we should try out.
You know what? I'm just gonna go perform psychometry on this guy. Okay, Jesus.
Would Kai
perform psychometry on Jesus?
No, God damn it. Would Kai know a surgeon who could possibly do brain surgery?
I might, but he's currently torturing the man.
I'm actually like, you can consider me like I've got field medics experience.
Okay, I got 4 successes in my psychometry. Okay, so
Okay, what are you specifically looking for?
Probably where things were before you had the weird brain thing that went off in his head.
Alright, so he's running along, suddenly he hears that. You feel yourself get super pumped. All higher brain function shuts down. This guy wants to kill you. Suddenly a minotaur is leaping up in front of him. No, sorry, that's the wrong guy.
Yeah.
Suddenly he is standing at the roof and he hears a scream and he sees a minotaur, ripping his buddy apart, and he takes aim and suddenly an arrow comes and thumps him in the forehead. And he is so disoriented from the fact that he is pumped up on adrenaline and he is beyond ready to kill something that he falls off, he drops, and he goes unconscious. And while he's unconscious, you hear someone talking to him. And it's in his head, and it goes, "You failed."
Game over.
And he goes, I didn't mean to. Please don't. And you feel panic flooding through him. And you know the rules. You know what you need to do. I don't hurt them. I'll do it. All right. If you manage to survive this, they may be fine. I promise. I won't hurt anybody. I promise. Just please don't. Just tell them I died well. You will have honors. And immense pain, and he's looking up at Kai, and Kai's doing stuff, and the Minotaur's doing stuff.
Yeah, at this point, I'm trying to keep Kai from hurting him like really badly, because this guy obviously he knows something that he's not telling us.
And Psychomensch, he's looking up at Kai and the Minotaur, and you see someone slip. You don't know what's happening, but you see someone slip up to him, and a face appears momentarily, and something is pushed into your hand that's been bound, and a whisper of "Do it quickly." And then suddenly Kai's back, and the Minotaur's holding him, and he's bouncing, and you see something jiggle out of his hand, and a pill rolls away on the sidewalk.
Holy shit.
So he was supposed to die.
He was supposed to commit suicide. He lost a suicide pill.
Oh well.
He's groaning now, and he hears he lost his suicide pill. He said, "If the fucker had any mercy, he would have put it in my mouth."
Who's the fucker you're talking about?
The fucker in the chameleon suit. The fucking representative. Why can't I see? Why can't I see?
The thing in your brain has
They tried to find her.
malfunctioned, and apparently, yeah.
Mine too. You fell the fuck down really hard.
No, Darkstar.
Stairs and shit.
We're trying to get information out of this guy.
Why, sir, would you have a thing in your brain?
Yeah, somebody implanted something in your brain that was designed to kill you.
I don't know. I don't remember much. All I know is I had it one day. It was after I joined the squad.
Where is the chameleon guy now?
I don't know. They come in and out. They judge the results.
Great. Okay. Can using psychometry, can you bring up an image of what the chameleon guy looks like? Did he ever know?
I can try and move around the brain again. Will that have to be another roll, or do I get to keep?
That'll have to be another roll.
Okay, give me a second.
Don't do that. That hurts. Yeah, psychometry's not supposed to hurt. By the way.
So this guy. So again, somebody's tried to install anti-tampering stuff.
Hold on a moment.
He's coughing. You hear him coughing really bad. Like, it's getting progressively worse, and suddenly he's retched over and he's just coughing.
Yeah, unfortunately, I only got one success, and I also got a fail, but the others are just really middle numbers.
Okay. So, you manage to grab a hold of it. You grab an instantaneous picture, and then all of a sudden you feel what you're grabbing at, his mind, start to fade.
Shit.
And the guy is coughing, and you realize he can't breathe. He's trying to breathe. And he shudders once, and he's done.
Okay.
Shit.
The guy's dead.
Okay.
He's dead.
Well, we got
Put him in the fucking
something out of him. Okay, I still have the body of the guy in the chameleon suit.
Yeah.
I pull out the guy's head and show it to Rachel. Is this the guy you're looking for? Is this like the same guy?
No, that's the guy with buck teeth. That's the one who was going to pop the question.
Oh, so
Shit, that guy was gonna get married. You killed somebody's possible fiance.
Oops.
Well, here you go.
Well, okay, so they were being... Okay, so now what we really need to do is...
And just so you're all aware, I know this isn't funny, but the third guy was actually about to retire.
In case we captured them, wow.
The guy, like he was just a day away from retirement.
It's like every good cop cliche in one.
Okay, anyway.
Well,
now that I've got every cliche in the book out of the way. So, just so you're... So, Technomancer, you feel a lot of stuff light up in his body.
There's a disturbance in the force.
Yeah, that's a good description of it.
Wow.
What kind of things are lighting up? Are we talking?
Do me a hardware roll.
All right, 1 second. Hardware. I should move this over here where I can see it easier.
Kai, so
successes.
your person is dead, and now the thing is, it's just screeching in your ear.
So Kai, you probably have blood on the carpet. You got a dead guy in the house. I mean, have you had crazier parties up in here?
How many successes, Neff?
2.
All right, Neff. This is everything from just regular old biometric testing stuff to the guy apparently had some tailored pheromones that he could not release. So the one thing that does strike you is that there were pieces of technology on key parts of his body, and they're slowly basically eating away through his intestines, through his heart, through his lungs. They're releasing basically cauterized acid, or not cauterized, industrial strength acid into his body.
Okay, I'm gonna scream out, get this guy outside, he's gonna dissolve.
Okay, wait, look.
Well, you know, I guess we just need to
Dissolve!
Drag him out of my apartment now.
and toss him in the dumpster.
As you're dragging, bits of him are just sloughing off in the hallway.
Oh, God.
Acid dripping from his mouth. His eyes are burning out.
Can we save the head implant? Can we save the head implant that was in his head?
You can. You smash the skull, and it's easy to rip out the implant. It comes.
This is kind of
This
nice.
comes. Well, if he's a minotaur, I'm going to give him that he could easily smash and grab.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, no, I'm just saying this is quite an interesting day. I mean, shit.
So you're dragging him along, bits are sloughing off, but you manage to get him in there before he fully dissolves, and you push him into the garbage, and he just kind of lays there with the fizzing, the acid kind of coursing through his body.
Right. So somebody
I call this one hell of a backup suicide pill.
So somebody spent an awful lot of money to make sure that this guy would die, and this is a lot of money they could have spent on other things as well.
So whatever the mission was, this was some serious shit. This was beyond the disc.
Somebody really wanted this. Somebody really wanted a whole bunch of people to die at the right time.
Really wanted us dead, specifically.
Not us. Again, if they really wanted our characters dead, they would have just spent that money on just a whole bunch more guys with a lot heavier weapons.
The thing is that something went off in their brains and he didn't. So something else took over. So even though it was on a need-to-know basis for them.
Well, it sounds like from what we got that the whole thing about the CEO sending them to retrieve us non-lethally, to retrieve the thing non-lethally was correct, but somebody else had made a side deal with him and then tried to sabotage the mission. So there's a third party here. There's the guy.
So we have a chameleon motherfucker out there, probably being all stealthy and shit.
Hey kids, I hate to interrupt the party here, but we need to go get our shit back.
Yes, we do.
All right. So just so you're aware, you're starting to understand the beeps and screeches a little, and you hear stuff like initializing program, reprogramming, every now and again in your mind.
I'm not sure, but you really was it really a good idea to stick an unknown piece of cyberware on you?
I don't know. Is it?
The same. All right. So yeah. So okay, we need to find out. Okay, first of all, we have an image of who the guy is. We have. So we need to go find someone who can figure out what the fuck that implant was, and the guy who can do forensics on the arm we have.
Kai, initializing backup program, downloading data, downloading personality. Kai.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what you are hearing.
Downloading personality.
Kai Valen Kai. Brother, confirmation. Confirmation. Prior wearer delete. And it seems to wait for a command.
Okay, what was it saying?
Prior wearer delete.
Hit no.
Prior wearer saved. Continue initiation.
Yes.
You feel something sink into your body, lace up your arm, and right down your spine.
That can't be comfortable.
You guys see something travel up his finger just under his skin and go up into his arm.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just going to look at him and say, what the fuck are you on, man?
Right? Exactly right. And remind me.
I go ahead and tear up his life insurance contract real quick.
Welcome. Hold on, guys. Welcome, Kai, to Sunset.
to sunset.
And suddenly you get a map in your field of vision. Okay, and the map is pointing you towards downtown Seattle. And it says, please meet here at 8 p.m. on Friday for your first scheduled assignment.
What date? Is it not
The,
today?
the next Friday from now. So that's in a couple of days.
I just fucked myself so.
Friday. Let's go down to Seattle.
And it's a registered team. Registered team.
I just fucked myself so hard, didn't
Registered team.
Whoa.
You guys can't make this choice. Registered team.
I? Ignore.
It will continue to chirp that every 5 seconds until you say yes or no.
Ignore.
So Kai, you now take a -2 to any physical or mental action until such time as you answer this damn thing.
Oh, god damn it.
But you can totally ignore it.
I told you, don't stick cyberware on you randomly.
Well, were you going to figure out what it did?
So you guys do have a free ring that came off of someone, and what you notice now is he's been holding it, but you hadn't noticed that there are long wires dangling out of it, where the diodes are.
All right, so we have.
Can I pull on them?
It's Borg!
Okay, so we have. Okay, so now we have. Okay, items. Okay, we have. Okay, guy's transmitter ring. And the guy's ring.
Mm-hmm. That's the guy's ring, yes.
Okay, we have the head implant.
Yes.
We have a arm.
Yes.
Unknown arm.
Mm-hmm.
We have a body of a guy. A different guy in a chameleon suit. Has his body dissolved or anything?
His body has not dissolved yet, no.
Okay, we'll. Okay, so just.
Yet.
I tell Neff to disable any cyberware in there. Guy
is covered in cyberware. He is basically street samurai levels of cyberware.
You know, maybe we need to take him outside, and then so that we can just then chug him into the dumpster.
No, we need to keep saving this stuff.
We also need to figure out the ID of the guy, the hand over there.
Register team? Register team?
Go fuck yourself.
Registered
fingerprint.
What did you say?
Registered fingerprint.
Registering fingerprint. Fingerprint registered. Kai, former military.
Not mine, you dumbass.
First EUG. Former wife and child. Former wife and child still alive.
What was his name?
Fuck you, ring. I'm trying to take the damn thing off.
And you know, you probably...
It causes you so much pain. Like, there is no way you can intentionally rip off your own finger, and that's about what it's going to take.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it.
Former wife and child alive. Brother, Valen.
I'm seriously contemplating amputating my finger right now.
So wait. His brother is Valen? As in, wait. Former wife and child. Wait, is this something about Kai?
Yeah, you can't hear this. All this is going on in his head. I'm sorry.
So what we see is just Kai staring at his hand and swearing.
Yeah. So
fuck you, Ring. Like, are you okay, Kai? You know, you okay, dude? Seriously?
Register team.
Register team.
Register Venus?
who's holding the other ring? Because somebody's taken it.
Okay. Right now, I don't have it in my. I have it like not. I'm not holding it, but I have the guy's ring, the implant, the arm in the arm, and the equipment they had.
So wait, can you actually?
You're holding it, or where are you putting it?
It's in the van now.
Okay.
Can you actually identify fingerprints with that thing?
That's what I'm trying to get at. We need to identify the fingerprints on that fucking forearm.
Okay.
So why are you constantly cursing at it?
The forearm?
The ring.
Register fingerprints. Register fingerprints. Fingerprints not human. Searching. Paw prints. Fox.
Fox.
I step back a bit, like, that thing is, I think it's broken.
Register team.
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to do what I call a drama bomb.
Uh-oh.
What this means is, for the moment, rolls are no longer considered a thing.
All right.
Okay, just roll with it. React appropriately. I will be fair, but I get to arbitrate. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All of you immediately get a prickling sensation.
Jesus!
Ouchie!
What is that?
The ring on Kai's finger has stuck each of you with a monofilament wire, which snakes up your arm and into your back.
Okay.
There is just a pinch, and then the monofilament wire slaps back into the ring.
Okay.
And you hear in your head happily chirping, "Team registered." Name team?
Name team? Seriously, this is part of the drama?
No. Well, hold on. Just go with it.
Okay.
Hug Patrol team name.
No.
Yes.
We're not naming it Hug Patrol. It needs to be something better.
Name it the Good Boys.
Well,
we're gonna go with let's see, Sierra Bravo.
Team name Sierra Bravo accepted. Welcome to Sunset, Team Sierra Bravo.
That's a terrible name.
Please. And all of you get immediately sent an entire packet of information on your comlinks.
Okay.
Please remember to abide by the rules and try not to die. If you need anything, please ask. And the ring goes dead.
Okay.
So who wants to open the information packet?
All right.
I guess it falls to me.
All right.
What's going on?
I'll open the thing.
Yep. Welcome to Sunset. You have been tasked with an important mission to retrieve information on an espionage level. Think of it as Shadowrunning, but with perks. You will be called at any time, anywhere, to retrieve information for the following company, Valen Records Incorporated. Any information you receive can and will be used for Valen Records Incorporated and their subsidiaries. Please remember that you are not considered employees of the company any longer. Please go out and find other cover jobs. If you die, please understand that we will give a small sum of money to your family. If you are captured, we will kill your families.
Ray.
And then
marvelous.
there's a whole bunch of rules. I'm going to sum them down to about 10 rules. Number 1, you cannot tell anyone about this. That will be considered a breach of contract and you will be hunted down.
Lame.
Number 2, you have to finish your allotted, what they call game session, but it really is just, it's a Shadowrun, within 48 hours of receiving it, or the end of the given deadline if it's supposed to take longer. You are expected to kill any and all targets given a lethal status. You are considered non-entities if you were before. So any of you who have Sims have had them erased. They will deny any and all, and if you manage to make it through the next 6 months, you will be competing in a tournament for a grand prize. And that's kind of the basis of it. There's a lot of bylaws that some of you can't actually read, but the end-all be-all is that you have just been entered into a tournament for Shadowrunning, essentially.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's interesting.
I did not like that. Makes me scared.
The ring beeps once more in your ear, Kai. Do
Yes,
you wish... What?
I said, yes, mother.
Do you wish family to be contacted in case of emergency?
No.
Very well. Erasing data on wife and child. And it's gone. So, with that, and the fact that I'm coughing much more now, I think that's a good place to leave it.
Yes.
Okay? You guys will go back and retrieve your stuff and be able to regroup. So everyone gets everything. You are still in possession of the disc, but now it seems like the disc is part of something bigger.
Mm.
So next week, we'll try to see if you can track down why the disc is something bigger and what the hell is going on with you guys. And Team Sierra Delta or Bravo?
Bravo.
Sierra Bravo.
Team Hunt Patrol.
I don't know. SSB is kind of perfect. Okay. So no XP. Quick reminder as ST, because again, I'm going to ask for good things this time, because I think we can all agree on kind of the bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Please, 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 guys. I know it's a lot of work, and I'm working through it. I'm shaky on the rules, so I'm constantly reading the Shadowrun book. Okay. Please keep your cheat sheets up with you when you're in battle with me. It'll just make it easier. Go ahead and pre-roll. If you know what you want to do, just go ahead and roll before I even get to you. I will apply modifiers on the back end.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Okay.
So can everyone give me a good thing about today? Starting with Otter.
Trying to think of something specific.
Did you at least have fun?
Yeah, I got really tired towards the end, and so I got really quiet.
Mm-hmm.
How
about you crit failing?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, like, the story started getting interesting, really weird and interesting. With us being entered into that thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Alright. Darth?
Yay for torture.
Gary?
Good pacing.
Good pacing?
Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
John?
Well, that was interesting.
John's like, I'm not sure what she's doing with this setting right now. Okay, thank you. Nefanor?
Very, very fun torture. We need to do it again.
10-10 would torture again.
Exactly.
No.
Rachel?
I like the plotty goodness. It's actually progressing pretty well, I think.
Okay. So just because we've sort of reached a halfway point where we can take a breather, I am going to give you guys your long overdue XP. Or, sorry, karma.
Karma.
Yeah. So if No.
How do I add this to my chummer exactly?
you go to notes, or sorry, karma and Nguyen, and you're going to add the date, the amount, and the reason.
Okay, I'm trying to find where this is.
How much do we gain?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
So where exactly is this? It's under... options.
It's on tabs.
Oh yeah. I'm not seeing it on tabs under what? What's this?
The character.
Oh, wait.
So, you have managed to get the data from Naboo's comlink. So that's one karma. You have tracked Loomis and got the disc. That's another karma. You have not done that, not done that, not done that. So you get a third one for surviving. All of you have survived stuff. Okay. Now I need you guys to volunteer the person who is going to get 1 to 2 points for 1 to 2 points for, give me a second, for good role playing. Who's been best at role playing over all the sessions?
Darthstar.
Yeah, Kai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Darth, you get 2 points. Who has had the most guts and bravery?
That might be actually Kai as well.
So what you're telling me is I shouldn't have ignored your guidance and gotten that credit stick.
It's either Kai
Wasn't I
or
pretty brave
Ragnar.
for trying to climb up onto the roof?
Well, Ragnar has been the one who's the first one to basically climb up, and Otter has also shown immense guts and bravery to some extent. But Otter,
Or stupidity and craziness.
yeah, that might come up in a second. I'm going to go with John, as he's usually the first one to act on something besides Kai.
Yeah.
Everyone agree with me?
Mm-hmm.
All right, now the one who has done the most humorous things.
Hold on for a quick second. Magic Bubblehead in the chat, he's like, tell Darkstar that I figured out that he's Howard Stern.
Oh, come on. I've got to get this one.
No, Otter.
Well, both of you have done it, but for different reasons. Otter has been the most crazy, and Gary has been the most stereotypically insulting.
And I have just been. I guess,
You've been a very good boy.
Can we like split it between them?
I can actually give one each. So. And who has been pushing the storyline along the most?
You.
Me? Yeah.
Yeah, you get points.
I get XP. I level up as an ST. Woo!
Yeah, you do.
All right, no. We can leave that off because no one. It's not that you guys haven't been pushing the storyline along. It's just you've been getting over bumps, so storyline has been secondary, which is why it has become such a, I guess, such a quick and easy thing for me to do. And now that you guys aren't, you're getting better, and it's getting more intense. So, with that, I'm going to end the session. Thank you guys so much. Next week.
For Karma all?
So wait,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find where the karma is exactly.
Karma is actually in my book, and to answer your
Okay.
question, if you're looking at the chummer,
Mhm.
Karma and Nguyen is right after character info and right before calendar.
Before, wait, I don't see that in mine.
It's a tab.
Yeah, I'm looking at a tab. But is it under? Yeah, I don't see a tab like that at all.
You don't?
Yeah, what would the tab say?
Karma and Nguyen.
No, it doesn't say anything like that. Under
Read
mine for
off
some
what
reason.
ones you have.
Common skills, martial arts, spells, and spirits, critter powers, cyberware and bioware, street gear, vehicles and drones, and then character info.
Okay, have you actually okayed this as a file?
I thought I had exactly. It's saved as a character.
It is?
Yeah.
Okay, just go to this. Go and keep a separate record, and just keep the number of karma you have. I'm going to try to figure out how to fix that before next week. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything else I can do for you guys?
Mm.
Can I have cheeseburger?
Yes, you may has cheeseburger.
Can you use can you use karma to get Nguyen?
May I have sandwich?
You may have sandwich.
No, sandwich doesn't want to be eaten. He's got a wife and kids.
Oh.
Can I have your shekel credit stick?
No, you may not. And no, you're not reaching into the woman to get her stick either.
Asking the game master for the.
I'm sorry, but I can roll for that, can't I?
Oh, you can try to roll for that. Go for it. Take a
All right.
-5. Because she is clearly going to notice you going for her.
Alright.
Yes, you sexually molest the woman.
Sounds like a plan.
I'll roll 1 die. And it is a 6.
I'm gonna laugh if she
You
gets it.
succeeded.
1 die?
So, this is what you see before you're all doing it. The woman screams. Your Cyclops is spreading her legs, inserting two fingers in and ripping something out of her, and then tossing her aside.
No, you are. Oh my God! No, you did not. You just fucking assaulted her.
And the woman is just on her back, going, oh.
Ew.
Ew! Oh my God, Gary, bad Gary.
And
no shekels for you.
She stands up and she goes, I will tell Valen. And she storms out of the house.
Oh God damn it!
Please tell me that this didn't actually just happen.
Well, he did roll. He did not sexually molest her.
Thanks a lot, Gary.
He did actually rip the cred stick she had shoved in her panties out of it.
Oh, okay. It was her panties, not all the way.
Yes.
The way you're saying it, I thought you meant she shoved it up her ass.
Or her vagina.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
You made it sound like no one would do that. I'm like, who
I was making
someone's underwear.
I was making a joke mostly, but then he went and did it, and yeah, no, it was actually in her underwear.
The question is, how much?
50 Nguyen. It's her lunch money.
You put lunch money in her underwear.
That's great. You lost a witness because you wanted lunch.
Worth it.
Thanks a lot. We're fucked now. We are fucked now because of you, Gary.
No, we're not fucked. Gary's fucked.
Hey.
If we're part of the team,
I have 50 Nguyen.
Gary, whenever
Gary, let me go get some fucking lipstick before you decide to bend me over and fuck me. I want to look pretty.
Gary, whenever I get this ring to do shit that's really unpleasant to other people, you're gonna be the first one I do it to.
All right.
50 Nguyen.
Gary, I want to thank you. If we ever need a human shield, we know who to look for.
Well, he's not a human.
Well,
He's a
we ever need a meat shield.
All right, guys.
Never need a Jewish shield.
So I'm going to type up the actual rules of your game. and bring them out next week. But do know that there's going to be some changes to it because I have to actually type it up so that everyone has the rules so we're clear on it. I don't know. I have to give an extra. I have to give an extra karma to Gary just for being like, can I roll for that?
Damn
Like,
it. You know what?
okay.
Do I need to do crazier shit?
Well, you don't need to do like absolutely crazy shit, but yeah, you do need to, because basically that's how karma is handed out. is we hand out the base, which is 4, and then we toss out who did the best in each session, and that's how I'm going to start doing it, so that you guys can go up in Nuyen and etc. Okay?
Well, the base is 4, so I got 5 then. Cause I got
Yes.
Can I use Carmen to get Nguyen?
Yes, you may use karma to get Nuyen.
Byron, what are you doing?
Scrappy!
All right, guys.
Play with your pussy, Rachel.
I need to go to bed. Rachel needs to play with her pussy, and the poor people out there have been listening to us do backroom talk for the last few minutes. So I'm going to say goodnight to everyone.
Yep.
Have a good night,
everybody.
Everyone.
and have a good day.